Hi all. You can tell I'm bored. There's nothing on the TV. It's no, well, it's not late. It's like 10 o'clock on a Thursday evening on the 11th of November. Yep, sod all on the telly. So I thought, what could I do? I'll play with the AX1. Something to do. Got it all set up on 40 meters at the moment. Inside the flat. And let's switch the analyzer on. With the tune, I'm using the MFJ 9201 pocket tuner. Because handy, it's got BNCs on it. I've got it switched to bypass at the moment. And using the Wonder Wand counterpoise above the ground on 40 meters inside the flat. And get the SWRs down to 2.4 on 7.1 megs. Switch the tuning, take it a bypass. I can drop it down to 1:1. So that's that with the tuner, counterpoise. I mean, that if you're going to stay in a hotel or something, that's an interesting way of doing it. Anyway, let's try it on the other bands and see what results we get. Right, we're back on, we're on 20 meters at the moment, and the best I could get the SWR down to was 1:1. But I had to find a sweet spot on the inductor on the typical, innit? Shut up. Right, sorry about that. In between G and H on the inductor on the tunable counterpoise, I couldn't, it wouldn't tune up properly. So what I've had to do, is either too high, tune up higher up on around 16 megahertz, or to tune down around 13 megahertz. Couldn't find that sweet spot. So what I'd started to do was on when it was 1:1 on 13 megahertz, I just folded back the counterpoise, and that brought it down into tune indoors, down to 1:1. So it's just a matter of experimenting with these things. If you get one of these, some viewer did send me, whose call sign I've forgotten, sorry, did send me an interesting video of some other chap who have subscribed to his channel but have also forgotten his call sign. But he made a capacity hat, which is what I'm going to make next for this. But at the moment, just playing indoors, playing with the to get that right with the tunable counterpoise is if you get stuck in between each setting on the inductor on the counterpoise, it's just to fold back on the actual counterpoise, and that brings it down to a sensible level. I can now then, if I wanted to, take it out of bypass, and because it's still reasonably high Q antenna, I can then flip it into tune and then tune it in with the actual tuner. Now I've got it down to a reasonable range. Right, let's see what happens on 17 meters. Right, we're now on 17 meters, and the best I can get it tuned is 3:1 or 3:2, and that's with the counterpoise folded back about 2 foot. Otherwise it was well out when it was fully extended. Obviously, if I go over to the tuner now and take it from bypass to tune, I can get it down to about 1.2 or 1.1. It says 1.1 there, so yeah, okay. Obviously things change where we're outside. It's still very touchy. You go near it, I still think I want to build a separation box for it so I can keep that aerial away from me. It's something I can design in the oncoming weeks. I'm still planning to build a fit a common mode choke inside a plastic box with a bit like this with BNCs on the top of it, so I can have it away from me, so my body won't interact with it at all. Oh well, let's see what else we can do with it tonight. There's one drawback of my block of flats. It's like living in a Faraday cage. Got the trusty 817 out. Can't hear anything. The insulation in the roof has got like a tin foil on it when they installed it, and since they did that, you can't hear anything on HF indoors. But just to show that I do transmit through this aerial, let's put a test out. This is set on 5 watts. The ATU's in line. It's Golf 7 Charlie Romeo Quebec testing, G7 CRQ testing, and it's literally on 1 to 1. So next test, take it outside with the radio. Let's let it go. Oh well, till next time. Hopefully we'll try this out in the field. See ya.